Today, gold and silver took a severe beating. A carnage has ensued. Is the precious metals bull run over, and what causes this to be happening? Now let's dive in. The stock market's worst day since 1987. It's now 43% lower. Perhaps the worst economic downturn in decades is upon us. Keep your golden years secure with an IRA in gold or silver. Visit sdbullion.com/IRA for more information. It means the world to me that you tuned in. It is much appreciated. Today, the gold and silver markets are witnessing some truly insane behavior. The current price of silver is $51.02, reduced by $3.35. Compared to where I am shooting, that is a decrease of over 6%. This is completely insane. Looking at gold, we can observe that it is also down significantly, currently lying at $4,216. Today, there was a decline of $118, which is about 3% in gold. Accordingly, silver is plummeting at a far shorter rate. An increase in the gold-silver ratio is possible. Well, it's past 82 now. I have no idea when this is going to stop, and it's becoming more and more like a carnage. Spot silver prices fall more than 5%, the largest decline in 6 months according to Zero Hedge's X Today report. My first purchase in nearly a month was not an impulse buy. According to Peter Schiff's piece on X Today, precious metals and mining equities are taking a beating, with gold falling $100 and silver falling $2. The largest one-day swings in bull markets are downward. Pick up the dip. Do you believe it will continue to fall, or are you buying the dip? Futures for silver have dropped below $50 per ounce. Right now, you can see that they're down more than 6%. I have no idea if they will finish the week below 50. They might very well. However, I would like to highlight that the gap between spot and futures is narrowing. Thus, we have futures trading at approximately $50. Returning to the topic of spot price, the spot's location is around 51 degrees. A dollar separates spot and futures then. This has gone as high as $2 or nearly $3. Because I've been abroad for a few days, I haven't been paying careful attention, but now I'm definitely getting back to the real thing. A little more typical, if you will. Precious metals are taking a beating, and the US dollar index is finally heading higher, which is a contributing factor. The 5-day chart is worth looking at. There has been a clear downward trend in the value of the dollar for the last 5 days. At this moment, that is not true. The price of gold and silver have fallen significantly as a result of this shift. Geopolitical factors can play a role. The tariffs imposed on China are unsustainable, according to Trump. Pay attention. Indeed, that is the total, but it is unsustainable. It's probably not very strong, but I had to do it because they made me. We need a fair deal with China, but I believe we'll be okay. There must be equity. The president has sent a message that the economy would suffer, so maybe we shouldn't have our fingers burned too closely. He did, however, put the onus on China in the same interview, stating that, essentially, they coerced him into doing it. Also, he's making a passing reference to China's decision last week to limit shipments of rare earth minerals. U.S. officials consider that to be of great importance. They had assumed that the problem had been fixed before the trade talks reopened last week, to their disappointment. Shipping and the United States' actions to target subsidiaries of sanctioned firms have been sources of tension between the two sides for some time. Companies like SMIC and Huawei, which are integral to China's economy, will feel the effects of that. The meeting between Trump and Xi Jinping, the president of China, is scheduled for 10 days from now, and everything is building up to that meeting. It appears that the meeting is still scheduled to go place, as the president has also acknowledged. However, Danny, there is an enormous amount of work to be done before to that meeting of the leaders. Speculation has begun that this would signal the end of the trade war, which is, of course, very significant news. This is why many are selling their gold and silver holdings, which are traditionally considered safe havens. However, has the bull market in precious metals finished? Definitely not, in my opinion. Beyond escalating trade tensions, there are a plethora of other factors contributing to the initial increase in precious metal prices. Plus, check out the silver monthly chart for the year 2025. Consistently, silver prices have been rising. Although we may have a slight setback today, our performance for the month remains positive. Additionally, I anticipate that the price will keep rising from this point forward. Just so you know, Scottsdale Mint CEO Josh Phillip Fair shared this on X today. There has been a covert increase to the money supply that is unprecedented. Thus, the money supply is still expanding, which bodes well for precious metal prices in the long run. Also, the Federal Reserve is expected to cut interest rates twice more this year. The FedWatch tool from CME Group states that there is a 99% probability that rates will fall another 25 basis points at the next meeting, a 1% chance that they will fall 50 basis points, and a 93.3% chance that we will see rates fall even further in December. This bodes well for precious metals as long as interest rates remain low. The latest increase in the price estimate for gold by Bank of America to $5,000 is noteworthy. That might happen this year, in my opinion. Diamond, a division of JP Morgan, has also predicted that $10,000 in gold is not out of the question. My prediction is that the bull run in gold and silver will continue. In my opinion, this is really a minor adjustment. I am taking a profit here. In the end, I'd say this is your chance if you're hoping for a price drop, if you want to buy while prices are falling. Gold and silver have been rising rapidly over the past many weeks and months. However, they are currently falling. Therefore, this is a fantastic opportunity to get more precious metals at a much lower price than yesterday. Many individuals are unfamiliar with gold and silver, and I know this from personal experience. It has been reported in the news. A lot of people are talking about it, and when you see it, you might think it's scary. Precious metal prices are fluctuating, but this is good for the market as a whole. You should avoid anything that is rising in a straight line since it will inevitably curve. As a result, today's red metal price is indicative of a correction, profit-taking, pullback, or both. You need to make the most of these downturns while you can, since you never know when we might have another one like this. To be honest, it's been a while since we've seen one this large. If you're looking to increase your precious metals holdings, this is a boon. Some of the weaker players are going to get shook today, in my opinion. Some of the newcomers will see this and decide to leave. Hold on a second, I might not be into this, but investing in precious metals like gold and silver requires patience. You shouldn't buy anything with the intention of selling it a week later. You plan on keeping this for a very long time. So, in the end, I do believe that the prices of gold and silver have a lot of room to rise. What do you think of my decision to continue purchasing precious metals? In the space provided, please tell me. Much obliged for your time, and I'll see you in the future video.